I think it's on. Oh wait, wasn't prepared. Am I ever? Am I ever? This screen is dirty. It made it worse. Oh well. There it goes. Okay, that's better. So how's it going? It's going good here. I think it's 37, something like that. Happy Easter. Easter, Saturday. Already. Birds have been up for 10 hours. It was a minute ago. Sounded like a text message. What's going on? Like, y'all got phones in the trees now? Is this Amazon? It was one I hadn't heard. No. Our southern eastern tradition is ham, the way we used to do it, like Christmas ham. No, it wasn't. Well, sometimes, but it was like just Sunday dinner, but it was a bigger spectacle. You did so in the morning, you ate breakfast, like traditional breakfast. So we would have pancakes, eggs, bacon, sausage, toast, and ham and lasagna. So that's what we'd have for breakfast. You make a big giant pile of that, and then everybody eat what they want to eat. Then you went to church, and after church, they did the Easter egg hunt, to where all the kids, it's kind of like Halloween. You did get too big at a certain point to go and participate, because you wanted all the children and the baby children to do it. And so all the little kids would go out, and then they would be the ones to do the Easter egg hunt. And you'd search for a few actual real eggs, but the children really didn't eat hard-boiled eggs, so you'd find them just for the sake of finding them. But you did get to dye them, so that was always fun. So they do the Easter egg hunt, and it was mainly the little plastic ones because they'd stuff it with candy, and at least 2 or 3 of them would have money in it. And so that's what we would do then. And then after the Easter egg hunt, then we go eat, like the big feast, and that's where you'd had everything that a person ever wanted to eat in their whole life. You'd have ham. It's like Thanksgiving without the turkey. They just didn't do a turkey. Ham was already cooked, so pretty much all you're doing to ham is heating it up. So that was the only preparation with the big meat. But You'd have ham, mac and cheese, mashed potatoes, good old starches, fried chicken, collard greens or mustard greens or some kind of greens. Then you'd have green beans, no sweet potato, but stuff like that. No cross buns though. Not that we're opposed to it, just never did it. Thanksgiving is where we would introduce stuff that we'd never had before. Yeah, I just ate a salad before I came out here because I knew that would happen. I had pickles, grapes, and lettuce. It was fantastic. That was my breakfast. As I ate Funyuns last night, that was my dinner. It was fantastic, too. Now, 2 days ago, I said I wanted it one more time. We got snow. Full-fledged, full-blown, absolute snow. I mean, you can call it snow, I guess, because it did fall kind of slow. I mean, it's going to sound crazy, because it is kind of the same thing. It was more like frozen rain, because snow has a different kind of feel to me. It was snow, but technically, but it just, I don't know, it didn't fall like snow, but it did cover the ground in white, so I would call it snow, but it looked more like sleet to me than snow. And it left the next day because the sun is still out. There's no real clouds in the sky. I don't know what this lines across the sky business is, but those are airplanes more than likely. There's no real clouds in the sky. For the most part, it's all sun. But it's a nice day still, all the same. The air is clearish. It's quiet because it's 7 a.m. Birds are out. So it's nice. It's a nice day. In the Berg. I still ain't left the house. It's April now. I still haven't left. I did find the crystal shop though. Now it's 37 degrees. I did come out here with no gloves on though, which I had to go rectify that situation. I figured since I'm putting the gloves on, I'll put the scarf on too. The scarf is actually helping too. But yesterday I didn't have anything. I went to the UPS store just like this. Actually, I didn't even have the coat on either. It was actually a woman drove by and said, "Are you cold?" I'm like, no. I just spent 4 years in the swamps. This is not cold. Like at all. The name of the crystal shop is Crystal Rivers Gem, or Crystal River, not a S. Crystal River Gems, I think. But I did, well actually Ona told me about it. And so I'll say I'll go there. I probably should go there today. Go ahead, woodpecker. I should go there today. I had a free day today. Oh, next week. There are some... No. I hate Florida. But it did give you a... No. I don't know. It gives you a certain tolerance to heat. Sort of. Not the residual effects. Like, I still get irritated. But I don't pass out. Never have, but it's a lot easier to not now. But Florida's awful. Like a bag of rat feet. Awful. It's just the worst. Anyhow, there is next week. I got some live streams planned. 7 p.m. on my channel. Whole bunch of peeps. Oh, now, oh, the houses. I said, where'd all my light go? I should go there today. Hi, Ona. I should go there today. I have a free day. I was looking at their Etsy shop. There is no end to that Etsy shop. They have everything. I'm like, oh my God. I'm scrolling and scrolling and scrolling. Get to the bottom of where I was scrolling. It said, click here for more. And I'm like, oh my God, no. There's like 421 additional items in this one list. I couldn't work in that store and have a house full of rocks. I'd be the worst. And the best all at the same time. Yeah, we have no snow today. I almost didn't believe it when I seen it on the forecast. Because it was like clear, clear, clear. Snow. Like, what kind of bipolar business is this? It snowed. They got it right that time. Good morning, Linda. Oh, Ona, do you want to join us tomorrow? Are you free for the Sunday stream? Becca said, oh, I forgot to email Ona. I wanted to invite her on the Sunday stream. I said, do you want me to do it? She said, yeah. And then I forgot to. I remembered just now to see if you wanted to join us. But next week, Monday, Adrian has a live planned. Oh my God, this heel. Adrian has a live planned with her and I forget what her name is. Something Lynn. Marie Lynn? Something Lynn, I think. For ghost stories. So they're going to do ghost stories on Monday. And then Tuesday, it'll be me and Adrian, where I'm going to do political reads. You did not stop at that stop sign. Where I'm going to do political reads with Adrian, and I'll see if Shay wants to join. And then Wednesday, we're going to do, I guess you can call it manifestation readings for how to manifest different things in your life from a tarot perspective. So we will be using cards while talking about how to manifest joy, how to manifest sobriety, even things of that nature. But we're going to go from a tarot and oracle perspective, and then I will be joined by Adrian, Tony from Shining Hawk Healing, and Lauren Margulies will be joining us too. And if you have not seen Lauren, she has been on Adrian's channel several times, and she has her own channel on YouTube as well. And then Thursday, that one's still up in the air because I'm trying to do some more reads on Thursday, but I have not actually wrote anything out for Thursday. Friday, it'll be me, Adrian, Tony, and Sienna for energy reads. And the original plan was energy readings for people you know, people you heard of, political people. I think I'm going to ixnay on the political people. Because we do that all the other time. So, not to mention, I'm trying to also stay consistent with the way Sienna wants to go with her channel. And so, I don't want to drag her back into into political reads, even if it's just energy. There's enough people in the world that we can stay away from that. I think what I'll do is a past, present, future, to where we'll do 5 people from the past, 5 people of today, and then 5 people who will shape our tomorrows, I suppose. So, so that's kind of what I got planned for Friday. Saturday, nothing. And then Sunday on Jen's channel. And then, after Jen's live stream, I think it's Wednesday. Correct me if I got that wrong. It's her birthday. So, we'll be doing a birthday stream for our dear Jen. So that's what's going on in my neck of the woods. I just need to figure out Thursday. Which what I think I'll do, I emailed Dana from App Tarot, said she was free Thursday. If she's not, then what I'll do, I think maybe I can do that Saturday. Either way, I also want to do like love readings or love advice with Miss and Joy. That's another tarot reader in the YouTube streets. And then we'll do that one of these days. Thursday or Saturday, whichever one she's got free. So that's what I got planned. And I ain't been paying the slightest bit of attention because there's cars coming at me. So good morning. Okay, that's what I'm looking for. So I just need to remember to email you on, because I told you I forgot, so just now. Divine intervention. That's why you were here. So I remember. So I'll email you and for you to join us on Sunday. So there you go. Oh Lord, the big hill. I don't know why I keep walking up these hills. This is good for you. Okay. But it'll be fun. I think it will. I got, from Becca's live stream alone, I got like 6 questions about y'all's friends Matt Gates over there. Oh Lord. So he's on the list for sure. See what he knew and when he forgot that he knew it type of deal. Oh Lord, have mercy. But anyway, nice day. We ain't got to think about him right now. There's an eyelash that is going rogue right now, and I got these big giant gloves on and can't get it. Lord Jesus. It keeps poking me in the eyeball. Now, what y'all doing for tomorrow? Anything? Everything? Nothing? Me? Sleep to the live stream. That's what that's what I got planned. I haven't actually done anything for a holiday. I don't even know how long. It's been a very long time. I never was a holiday person though. Like at all. Christmas, Thanksgiving, those are my mother's holidays that she really loved. So we celebrate it because she liked it. Well, I did. Everybody else liked it too, but I don't know. Like I always say, have nothing against holidays. They just aren't, I don't care, is all. Any Sunday dinners, hangouts? Uh-oh. You know, I've never had a shattered screen. I've gotten very lucky with that one. Because I've dropped it many a times. And I never was a phone case person. Because I hated phone cases. I got them now. Because this one that I have is... The phone is... It's like made of water. It's extremely slick. If you put it on the surface, flat surface, it starts moving. Super spreaders. Well, yeah. I'm not a holiday person. But since on a no Valentine's, no Christmas, no Thanksgiving, like Christmas. I was always a Halloween person. And maybe that just... Now, mind you, celebration-wise, not really. I just like that time of year. But maybe y'all will get it. Being a room of empaths and psychics. But it has a feel in the air. And I used to think when I was younger, not a child though, when I was early 20s, that I was making that up. Like I was making that energy thing of like, there's not really a feeling or a different feeling when it comes to Halloween. It's just a day. And then, you know, once people smarten you up to energy is a real thing, then you stop saying such things. Because there is, oh, that's cute. You got little plastic eggs hanging out the tree. But once, good morning, greeter. Yes, it is. And I've always, you know, when I was younger, had this, I'm making that up business. Like, it's not really a different feel, it's just another day. No, there's something different. There's something different in the air, special even in the air. It's a different feel. It's a different everything. And they say, well, that's when the veil is thinnest and you can talk to the other side and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, but it's something else. It's like, I don't know. It feels like that's my Christmas. Like, you know, that's my holiday. At the very least, that's my time of year. I feel like a different kind of set of eyes are open type of thing. I don't know. I can't explain it. I think it's a feel. Can't always explain the feels. But that's what it feels like. Just feels like a thing. Feels like that thing. Whatever it is. It just feels special. You know, there's oh Lord, okay, squirrel. Indulge the squirrel for a second. Jerry Seinfeld had a stand-up bit once. It just reminded me, as there were other people walking as well, that if aliens from outer space were to pass by and then look down on this planet, they would have the wrong idea about who the dog is and who the master is. Because you have one creature leading another one, and then this creature poops on the ground, and then we pick it up. And they would have a wrong idea about the roles down here. Like, yeah, that's the way it goes. We're keeping things pretty. That's all it is. Where do birds sit before power lines? 34 degrees. I think it's 37 here. With the walking and the yapping though, now it's like my hands are sweating now. They were about to fall off when I first got out here. Because I went out the house with no gloves on. But I wasn't actually, yes I was actually. I went out the house twice because once I just went to haul the garbage to the curb type thing. And I'm like, oh, it's okay. I had the coat on, but I'm like, oh, it's not that bad. But my hands are going to fall off. So we got to go get the gloves. And mind you, I put them away because, you know, foolish me, I thought spring was coming. I ain't been anywhere that has season in a very long time. I was ready for the snow. Because I still like the cold. That's still embedded in my DNA. I think I was a Nord at one point in my life, but this, I don't know. I wasn't ready for this. This caught me by surprise. To where we had snow for 3 months like you're supposed to. And then one day, nothing. It was all gone. The sun was out. The trees are blooming. I'm like, okay, that must mean spring. My allergies kicked up. I'm like, okay, that looks like spring to me. And then it snowed again. And I'm like, okay, well, whose idea was this? It was mine because I wanted to see it again, I said. So I had to dig the gloves back out, which I don't mind. I will take this for as long as I can, as when the heat gets here, ain't nothing I can do about it. I'll be praying for a cool breeze. Happy Easter. And Florida, hot, a little less hot, back to hot. Mississippi, gross, a little less gross, back to gross. Texas, hot, a little less hot, back to hot. This, hot, fall, winter, spring, like, it's been a while. So I'm getting used to it. But you can acclimate very easily though. So it's not impossible. It's interesting how such a little bird makes a lot of noise. Well, not noise, but noise is a harsh word. A lot of sound. Especially for something with no lips. To make all these different sounds. Me too. Oh, I hated Mississippi. Oh my God. I would go back to Florida before I go back to Mississippi. I hate Mississippi. At least I hate it where we were. I'll say that. Where we were was good for people who like that type of thing. As they say, for people who like that kind of thing, that's the kind of thing those people like. But it was swampy, like way more so than Florida. Florida was tropics hot. I mean, I exaggerate. Well, no, I don't exaggerate about the heat, but I speak in hyperbole. So, so this it had nothing on Mississippi. Florida, yes, was hot. It was muggy, but like I said, it's the tropics. If you like that type of thing, you'll love it because it was heat all year round, pretty much, except for maybe 1 month out of the year if you add them up. But Mississippi was swampy. It was wet and full of mosquitoes. The ground was soggy and soft all the time. Like it was the marsh, and it was just I didn't like that. Even when it got cool, it was still gross. And then everything, it just felt like I was walking through a state that was made out of fungus. I just, everything was soggy. Everything was a weeping willow, because why wouldn't you weep and hang down? Hang your head in shame. Nothing should grow here. I didn't like it. I hated it even. Florida was different. It was just, I don't know. Elect Joe Tomarello to the Plum School Board, Republican nominee. No, I guess I will not be doing such a thing. Local elections. But I like. This is seasons. I like seasons. Seasons are good. What's not good is swamps. Just didn't care for it. I smell coffee. You know, I've given up coffee now. No more coffee. Because nothing is truly fat-free nor caffeine-free. There's always still a hint of it in there somewhere. And so I had some the other day. Then I had to take an allergy pill. And then I had to go to sleep. It threw off the rest of my day. Because I'm like, at some point, because I'm trying to pin down this tightness in my throat, right? And I'm like, okay, this feels an awful lot like them Coca-Cola days when I was gasping for breath because something was closing up my throat and my chest, and the whole thing was like a boa constrictor type thing. And I'm like, well, it's either got to be this coffee or this tea. And it's probably both. But I got rid of the coffee. I'm going to drink the tea a little bit longer. See how that does. And then, if all fails, then I have to get rid of the tea too. And then just go to hot water and lemon. Which they say you're supposed to start the day off with that anyway. So We'll see. And then, of course, cocoa. I don't know if I'm giving up cocoa. Chocolate has caffeine in it, too. We might just have to suffer through that one. I don't know. I still like the cocoa. I bought milk yesterday just for that. The month of, oh, is that what this is? Throat chakra month. So what am I not saying? I have to look into that. There's something stuck. Something I want to say that I'm not saying. Maybe that's what it is. Like last night we were doing our live stream on Adrian's channel. The shirt I had on, I was itching. I said, oh, I got a itchy heart chakra. And that was our inside joke. I made it like 3 more times and it was still funny. And then we got to talking about something we didn't like. So vote Ron Mr. S. Sokolowski for the school board. That sounds about right. So we got to talking about something we didn't like, and then I start itching again. I said, oh, there goes that itchy heart chakra. Right in the middle of the chest. It started itching. You know, does the yeah. I did not put this away. And I put everything else away, the coats and everything. Because it's not cold. It's not even cold now. It's just, it's airish. It's just breezy. That's all. But you know, people who ain't used to nothing got coats on. I smell garlic bread. I know ain't nobody cooking no garlic bread at 7 o'clock in the morning. Unless they eat their pancakes with garlic. That smells like garlic bread all day. There's no restaurant by here either. At least not that I know of. Maybe they're making lunches. It'll be lunchtime eventually. Good morning, Wayne. That's a garlic bread. Maybe it's more of a toast. It smells like garlic bread though. Unless it's just stuck in my nose. Because I should be far away from it now. But anyway, squirrel. Yeah. It's nice here though. For a stroll. I ain't doing no jogging, that's for sure. I ain't running unless something chasing me. That's a coat. It's 37 here. Look both ways before you cross the street. All right. That's all I smell is garlic. Garlic toast or garlic bread, garlic something. It's very garlicky. I don't smell it now. Maybe because I acknowledged it, but that's all I smell. Watch for children. You sure should. Hi, Lori. This is the place I always, I always know McDonald's over here. I don't know what time they open, so it must be home cookings. Is anything 24 hours anymore? Back in the day, before all the grossness was happening, you know, there were plenty of things 24 hours. Is there anything 24 hours anymore? Hell no. You couldn't even eat the Snickers? That's sacrilegious. No skateboarding. Well, who's going to be skateboarding over here? Means no dweebs. That's what that No stoners. I dress that you. 5 a.m., 6 a.m. Yeah, that's what people in this area have been doing, especially up the street that we just came from, picking up a bunch of limbs. That little field we walk past all the time is full of them, but it's nobody's yard, so it stays there. Well, see, that's tomorrow. I don't know. I smell garlic bread. I just had to tell you that for some for some reason or another. Oh, good Lord. Somebody's dogs is going nuts. Like if I lived in a built up area, I think I would have to, and especially in a built up area, and my dog was going to be outside for extended period of time, then we'd have to get this dog trained not to bark at every little thing. Now, if you're out and they but two or three houses around you, whatever, let the dog be a dog. But everything that goes by, every dog that walks by, every car that passes by, every siren they hear, like you just can't just be barking all the time. When I lived in Florida, it was a woman that was about to get put out because of her dog wouldn't stop barking. Now, mind you, she set it outside all day. And so when she went to work or wherever she went, the dog was outside. And I mean, literally barked nonstop, it seems like. I'm like, okay, something's got to change here. I just couldn't imagine. Mike, you know, I almost put the song on YouTube. It's my alarm clock. That's what it is. I get up in the morning at some point, and this woman almost got put out because hers would not stop. The I got up in the morning. I get up every day, and there's a song playing in my head. If their song starts playing, then I know I can't go back to sleep because it'll go in a loop until I actually get up. Every day. Now, if I get up and there's no song playing, I can go back to sleep. But if there's a song playing, you gotta get up. and it's every day. It's a different one every day, but it's every day. And it'd be different if it's like, it'd be different if it's something I went to sleep listening to, but no. Something in my head just turns on the radio. That's my alarm clock. And now my hands are hot. Oh no, not a ringing. Ringing in the air is a little different. I get that throughout the day. But I think, well, see, I still have very good hearing. I can hear through walls practically. I can hear a heifer down the street saying my name, but the loud music in my days of earphone wearing, I think is what done it. I don't have vertigo, thank goodness, but, well, he's not yet, but I do have the, what do you call it, tightness, that thing, to where it rings. But that was a loud music thing. All the telephones nowadays, they come with the warning. When you raise your music too high, the prolonged exposure to this volume could cause hearing loss. I don't have the hearing loss, but I get what you're saying. Turn it up anyway. Yeah, I heard that too. That when your ears start ringing, it's an angel message or a spirit message. I'm less inclined to believe that because nothing's ever come in when that's happened. And I make it a point to, not all the time though, I will say this though, for the record, to be honest. I make it a point to remain open at certain times to get messages if it's something they want to say. But like I said, that's not all the time. Life gets in the way of that one often. Now I will say that when I get messages that I need for my progression, I get that when I'm asleep, because nothing bothers me then. And so, undivided attention at that point. Oh, there's a taxi. Oh, I found a dinosaur. Well, not really, because it's not a yellow cab. This is a car with a taxi thing at the top, like Dragnet or something. You put the little, the little red siren thing on top of the car. I ain't seen a taxi in 100 years. Does yellow cab still exist, doesn't it? Uber and Lyft didn't kill it completely. The video killed the radio star on that one. Lord. I'm gonna go back and somebody in my family has my mother's rotary phone, but I don't know who. Might give me a phone line just to see if it still works. Um, has anybody ever used charcoal products? You know, like the clarifying soaps or clarifying face mask or clarifying this and that. I ordered this little soap bundle from a place. I forget the name of it. Well, I no, it's Pacha Pasta something. I don't forget. Anyway, it's a soap company, and the bundles come with these like little samples almost. And oh my God, this I can't ignore it anymore. This sample came with a charcoal soap. And it doesn't stink or anything of that nature, but I'm very particular about what I smell like. Like right now, I got on 9 bottles of cologne. You can smell me down the street, but this soap, I suppose, I don't know. It doesn't stink, but I've never used anything with charcoal in it. And I know this is all the rage now is charcoal products. It used to be seaweed back in the day. Now it's charcoal. So I don't know how that's gonna go. Because I've never used anything with charcoal in it. But we'll see. Oh, they burn your skin? I don't have sensitive skin, but at the same time, I've never used anything with charcoal in it. Every now and then, something will break me out, but I've only had that maybe, actually, no, I've only had it like twice in my whole life. One was some sort of vitamin E lotion that my aunt had from Avon a long time ago. And in the cracks of my fingers or the cracks of my hand, the web part especially, broke out and itched like crazy. Then I had bumps. And then another time it was the same thing. Oh, still you ivory soap. Well, it's got a bunch of fancy ones in there, and they're all marbled and they look neat type of deal. I got a French lavender and a honey super tree or whatever the heck it called. I don't know. It's a bunch of different kind. The one I wanted, which I got the big giant full size bar, was the peppermint one. So I got that, but the other ones was a little sample thing. And I got a seaweed and sea salt or dead salt or somebody salt. And I got all that stuff, and those smell all right. But it's charcoal business, I don't know. A clean wash charcoal, I don't know. It's in soap form. That's all I know about it. Now on their website they do list all the stuff, but I didn't buy a charcoal bar by itself. So it didn't give me a whole synopsis on what it is. I can look it up, but I just want to know if y'all used it or not. Because this is not something I ever used. I sold a bunch of it when I worked at the drugstore, but you know, that doesn't mean anything. People try things because it's the new fad. Like I said, everything used to be made out of seaweed, and they thought that was the greatest thing in the world. And now it's charcoal. I just want it to smell good. I don't really care about nothing now. That's why I use soap that I shouldn't use because it dries my whole skin out. I like Dial. I like Zest. I like highly fragrant soap, Caress, all that type of stuff. I like the highly fragrant ones. I like smells, so there you go. Yeah, I have like 100 sticks of deodorant too, but all of mine got aluminum in it too. Which you say you shouldn't use that one, but I do. Because I just have this. I can't walk outside and be amongst people and smell like nothing other than the perfume counter at the Macy's. That's what I want to smell like. I don't want to smell like outside must, onions, none of that. I need to smell like something designer or something. That's my one thing I do not skimp on. I got tons of soap, deodorant, and cologne. Native deodorant. See, I don't want to try things and then walk outside with the hot arms. We can't do that because I sweat a lot especially in the heat in the summer. I walk outside and instantly, you ain't got to think about it. It's gonna happen just instantly. But I know that I'm layered with all kinds of things. Loom. No, I have not, if that's how you say that. But I just ordered a soap dish. It should be here tomorrow. So we'll see. Penhalagons? What is that? Let me know. By the way, I haven't heard of that, Mickey. But you know what, though? I will say this too. I have not been to the perfume counter in a year because for my birthday, when my family asks me what I want, I always say nothing because, you know, nothing. I don't want anything. I work, so whatever I want, I already have. And so when it comes around, they know Cologne is a safe bet. And so we went last year to the Cologne shop, and that's what I got. I got one by Coach, and it's called Platinum, I got one called, I think, Move. Mercedes-Benz makes a cologne now. Well, they've been had one, but they got like 3 different kinds. So I got one of those. So that's what I got. So that's always a safe bet with me. Traffic. The art of shaving. Okay. You know, I have. Um, no, I don't. I used to have a Paul Sebastian. I got. No, that's not what that is. That's what I have now. I think is Kenneth Cole or something like that. But yeah, I used to have Paul Sebastian too. I had everything. I had even Old Spice at one moment. Why? Oh, you know, this is why. So one day, picture it, Sicily, 1981. I'm in Arizona at my aunt's house, and I had technically a perfume because it was for women. I like whatever smells good, so I don't really care who it's for. I think is at the time, I think it was Tommy Girl. It was the name of it. And somehow or another, she was like, oh no, those are for women. Let me get you this. She gave me Old Spice and Brute. Now, if that's what you like, that's what you like. But how do you think that I consciously sprayed on myself one thing, but I want to smell like another? I'm like, okay. But I was like 16 at the time. Brute and Old Spice. No, Old Spice and Aspen. That's what it was. Not Brute. Both of them were in green bottles back in the day. Yeah, Aspen and Old Spice. I'm like, this woman don't get on somewhere. These old ass colognes. Well, I want to smell like somebody granddaddy for Old Spice. Aspen was all right. I liked Aspen. But Old Spice, what I look like? I'm 16 walking around smelling like Old Spice? Child, please. Like I came from Matt Gates' house or somebody. What I look like? They gonna stop you. Man, why does this little boy smell like an old man? We'd like to know. Where he been? Little boy, are you okay? Blink twice. Like, what do I look like? Old Spice. Child. Now I wish a sucker would tell me I can't wear what I want to wear. But that's how that happened. I don't even know what happened to that. Unless somebody stole it at the airport. I don't even remember. That's been a long time. Old Spice. But what I look like? The hell? You mad because I smell better than you. That's that is. I understand. She gave me three. The other one was called Max, but she got that from her Avon lady. Actually, no, it was. No, she got that from her Avon lady. Because she told me to pick some or something like that. And mind you, all that, she went through a lot just so I didn't wear perfume. Jesus Christ. She went and, because mind you, the Old Spice and the Aspen belonged to her husband. She gave them to me and then went and got her Avon catalog and told me to pick one. And so I picked that one. It was called Max and it smelled like nothing. I'm like, okay. I went, sprayed it again, I'm like, this is water in the bottle. This smells like nothing. Like, and I wasn't nose blind to it because it was my first time using it. It smelled like nothing. I'm like, this heifer. All because she didn't want me to wear perfume. Okay, it's your house. You know when I go back home though. Shoot. My mother had 99 fragrances and Old Spice wasn't one. My father was a my father was a whatever you bought him, that's what he wore. He didn't care. He used it more for aftershave than casually putting on cologne anyway. Now the older he got, the more cat daddy he became. And now all of a sudden he got on suits and hats and cologne in his good old life crisis. And then all of a sudden he started wearing all the cologne. Jesus. I had a colorful life. I did. Bye, owner. It's the truth. He thought he was slick, trying to be cat daddy. That's what that was. Okay, old ass. Go ahead. Yeah. You know, I've never had, well, actually, I've had oils. I have oils now, actually. Becca sent me, like, it's a huge box, well, not a huge box, but it's a lot in the box of Swiss Arabian oils, which for the next 30 years, I do not have to buy a single scent ever. Like, I have that much that I could wear on a daily basis and still have it years. Like, I have a lot, but I like a lot too because it smells different every day. I spray it in the house just because So it's not like I don't use it. I spray it in the bed so it smells like it when I get in it. I like scents, if we haven't covered that topic already. I like scents a lot. And so, girl gone. Squirrel. But I have a lot. Oh, I like Jupe. Jupe was my jam back in. I had Jupe, I had Mambo, had all the crushes, even the ones I didn't like when they first came out. Just because I wanted to have all the crushes. I had all of them. Jupe was everything to me. It smelled good. It smelled it was sweet like candy smell, from what I remember. I had all that. Always have. No, I went to the P.O. box yesterday. No, actually, no, I didn't. Well, yes, I did, technically, to the UPS store. Oh, I love the crushes. I think it was, oh God, now I don't remember. It was one of them I didn't like. But that was like one out of all of them. I liked pretty much all the rest of them. Now, I ain't bought a crush nothing in, I don't know. It's almost like buying Axe body spray. It's like, that's for people not my age. Even though I like Axe body spray too. And bod, the BOD. I actually have a bod right now. But you technically, where did I get that? I got it from the dollar store, actually. And I bought it for air freshener. I do the same thing with Bath and Body Works sprays. I have 3 of them, and I use them as air freshener instead of the canned stuff and the Glade that bothers my sinus. And I don't know what it is about the aerosol sprays, but it bothers the crap out of me. So it's Febreze and Bath and Body Works. Those are my house sprays. Oh, I like sunflowers, that too. I had that one. Yeah, I like the blue one. Yeah, my brother is addicted to aerosol sprays pretty much. So that's what he has. Because they're 99 cents. And he takes the can and just I'm like, oh my God. I gotta get out of here. You're smoking me out. I go hide. Because it bothers my sinus every time. Not sometime, every time. But like I say, they're $1. So he's got 99 fragrances. And he uses them all in 10 minutes. Because he doesn't like the smell of food in the house. So after you cook, he's got to spray air freshener for 35 minutes. Like, just buy you a Febreze. You can get rid of it, but Febreze is $3. But that's what I use those for. And I have, I like Exclamation too. Now that's old school. Wait a minute. Ooh, I got a flashback on that one. I like exclamation. Oh, I like that one. I might have to get that again. Just that's a good nostalgic memory there. But now I'm thrown off. I like that one. I like that one a lot. On the Bath and Body Works, I have gingham. I think it's called rose, because they have. Now, mind you, they have a rose in a rose water or rose ivy water, something like that. Now, from my years of selling Yankee candles, which are to me, for the price point, you'd think they throw a lot more scent than they do, but anyway, from my years of selling Yankee Candle, there is a difference between rose and rose ivy. Rose was the red candle. Rose ivy was the pink candle. Now, rose was 100 times stronger than rose ivy. Now, I don't know if there's a difference in the Bath and Body Works scent, though, but it was a lady I used to work with in Florida. She wore it all the time, and I thought it just smelled so fantastic. So I have that now. That rose, that if you can stand that smell, it'll cover up anything. I mean, you can have 9 dead bodies under your I shouldn't say that because I don't want somebody to do that. But you can have whatever going on in your house. If it stink, it won't stink for long. Because that rose is no punk. It will cover up anything. I'm trying to take these gloves off. I said my hands are now starting to sweat. But I can't grasp them. Okay. That's one. I don't want to drop it either. I'm sure it stays in there. And pardon me, y'all. Okay. There. There we go. Okay. I used to have, I need to get that too. That's another one of my good air fresheners. No, that's what it was. It wasn't Tommy Girl. It was Calgon, Morning Glory. That's what it was. That's why she was in a hurry to make sure that I wasn't a woman or something. I don't. Oh, Lord. People. I ain't transitioning. I just like the smell. That's. Lord Jesus. It's old-fashioned people for you, though. But that's what it was. It was Morning Glory. Calgon, which was always my favorite. And that's what I smelled like head to toe. So, oh, it's funny now. So then she had to scramble around the house. And she had a Elizabeth, I'm coming to join you moment. Lord Jesus. She had to rush around the house because this boy smells like Morning Glory. And she need to make sure he smells like Old Spice. because that's the same thing. Oh Lord, what a maroon. I can't. That's a shame. It's like, oh, what's that? Yeah, something you can't wear. That's what it is. And she was old school Chanel. I think that's what she wore. Now, mind you, I don't even know if she liked Chanel, but at the time of this occurrence, Chanel was more of a status thing for her. Like, she wears Chanel. You know, she's got a Coach purse or a Chanel purse and that type of stuff. So she, keeping up appearances. Because she had very fancy friends, and when I went out there, I presented well because I was a well-behaved child. I was clean. I spoke in complete sentences even then. And so I presented well, so I was always shuffled around in front of all her friends and whatnot, because at that time all her kids were grown and out of the house, her adopted children, because that was fashionable too. Okay, so it was a status thing, I guess. I can't be in front of your fancy friends and smell like morning glory. Who would want that? Meanwhile, you don't mind me smelling like Avon. Heifer. Should have took me to the store and got me something fancy like you. Shoot. They got no Giorgio Armani nowhere. Old Spice. Heifer, you can get this at the drugstore. How fancy is this? Old Spice. I guess it was a big deal back then, though. It's not as common as it was now, or is now. It was the thing that men wore. Old Spice. That is a stop sign, not a slow down sign. You didn't stop at all. What's the point of even slowing down? Old Spice. Lord Jesus. I can't. Where did the sun go? I say, ain't no clouds, and there we go. Now you can see. I couldn't see myself. You better have your radio up on 51. Go ahead. Go ahead. Food scents, for me in the house, I don't mind food scents. I don't want to smell like food scents. But I like I have candles or wax melts, I guess I should say. Oh, I had Stetson too. I bought Stetson on my own though, but I had that too. I had that too. Now my brother, he was huge on Cologne. And that's probably where I got it from, more than likely. Well, not that I didn't like it too, though, but he was a cool water and eternity person. And so that's what I grew up with, was cool water and eternity. And then that's what I had. I didn't care for cool water at that point, but eternity I loved. And then CK1 came out, then CKB came out. And somebody else. Contradiction, I think it was called. But I do like, smells like Vicks. Oh, mercy. You know what? I don't even know if I remember what Old Spice even smells like. Because again, this ain't something I bought. This was something that was given to me because I smell like a girl. We can't have that. How gauche. And so I do like food scents in candle form. I have some wax melts that I think is like brown sugar molasses or something like that. But I had a bunch from Scentsy that was that one right there. I had a sugar cookie. I had a blueberry pie or cheesecake or something like that. Blueberry something. So yeah, I had all those. I like I like pretty much anything except stuff that smells like trees. I don't like spruce. I don't like pine. I don't like things like that. But everything else, I'm pretty much middle of the road with. Yeah, I can't. I like scents, but I don't want to smell like, I don't want to say old man as I'm trying to be insulting to older men, but I don't want to smell like my grandpa. That scent fits him because he's an old man. Oh, there's ice on the ground. Guess it is still cold. But I don't want to wear that. Musk. That one I never bought. And I don't want anything that even resembles the word must. And it might smell fantastic. I don't want it though. And every time I read the description of a cologne and it says the words musk or amber, something earthy and deep, I never get it. Because that ain't my get down. Like, I don't want the earthy tones. Me gonna fight with these gloves all day. Okay. Sandalwood, I don't really care for that either. It's not bad though. But it's not a first choice either. I don't like sandalwood and, well, I don't hate it. Because it's not intolerable. Like if I had a sandalwood candle and it wasn't bad actually. It's just not first choice. Like patchouli. I'm not a patchouli person. But I had something with patchouli in it. It wasn't by itself though. But I had something with patchouli in it and it wasn't the worst thing on earth. But I'm not really into earthy scents like that. But like I say, it wasn't the worst. So it didn't stink. I didn't run from it. It just wasn't, it wasn't something that I would choose if I had a lineup of stuff to choose from. Ew. Yeah, I do like sweet smells. I like sweet. I like fresh, like the fresh linen type smells. Um, my favorite cologne, I think, in the world is a cologne by Kenneth Cole called Reaction. And that one, when they describe it to you, I'm like, I don't really recognize, because I don't work the perfume counter, so I know nothing about top notes and bottom notes and the back of the line notes. And this one has watermelon essence. That's what she said. I'm like, when you cut a watermelon, it smells like fresh water. it doesn't really have a, like, you don't go around in the world and smell anything and say, oh, that smells like watermelon. Yes, it just smells like air and water. And so, but this in particular cologne, I can see where you get that, because that's kind of what all it smells like is freshness. It's just fresh. And so I like that one. That one's my favorites. But I'm like, okay, I'm not picking up watermelon here like it. But if you say so, I'll take your word for it, because don't tell somebody who know what they're talking about. They don't know what they're talking about. So I believe you. But you ain't gonna go around talking about, well, what's that scent you're wearing? Oh, it's top note watermelon, bottom note, child, please. It's cologne, that's what it is. Smell goods, as we say in our house. But that's my favorite one. Because the other one that I liked a lot is Light Blue by Dolce & Gabbana. I still have that one. I keep that one. It was a lady, and the very first day I bought it, the reaction was hilarious. I didn't laugh at the time, but it was because she was standing right there. But damn, that was funny. She said, "Oh my goodness, honey, you smell so good." I was like, "Well, thank you." But that was my first day wearing that. And it does. I asked a man who had it on, and luckily I found one. Because men get very weirded out sometimes. You know how they are. You can't tell a man, "Oh, you smell good," because I ain't trying to marry you, sucker. I just said you smell good because I like scents. But it was one. I asked him what the scent was, and he said light blue. And I'm like, okay. Because I was the second person I asked. The first person, he said he didn't know. Which I can see how you don't know. But I'm going to need you to know what you're spraying on your skin before you leave your house, child. And so the other one, he said light blue, and that meant nothing to me. Like if you said eternity, or if you even said Dolce and Gabbana light blue, but maybe he can't pronounce Dolce and Gabbana. I don't know. But he said light blue, and I'm like, I don't know what that means. So I looked it up, and that's how I found it. My Lord, that was a thing. Oh, it smells very. I don't know. It just smells good. Now, what I have on now is called. Now, I did the Google pronunciation. It says phrase. It's by Versace. Fraise. And then it has a thing. I'm not a linguist. I can't tell you what that is. It is called phrase, is what Google said, by Versace. And it's very potent too, so you don't need a lot. But it goes apparently very well with my body chemistry. Because everybody likes it a lot more than I do. I like it in the bottle, and then when I spray it, I'm like, okay, I can see that. That's pretty good. But everybody else just thinks it's the greatest thing since sliced bread. So, okay, I'll wear it for everybody else in the world. Bye, Lori. I don't know. It might be. I've seen the word before, but I don't remember what. I took French in the sixth grade. No, I took Spanish in the sixth grade. I took French in the 10th grade or 11th grade or some grade. I don't know. I think the 10th grade. But that ain't the word I remember. But I think that sounds right. I think that sounds right. I've seen it on the back of stuff before. So I've seen the word. I just have no idea what it means. But it doesn't smell like a strawberry. Then again, I ain't no strawberry fan, so I can't really tell you. They always look delicious. I wish I did like them. It's kind of like shrimp. It sounds good. They look good most of the time. And then when you eat it, you're like, oh my God, barf. Hi, Jen. It's just not a thing that I like. It's never kind to me. What kind of noise y'all got going? I'm gonna text you, Jen. Actually, no way. I'm not gonna text you. I'll just. What is today? Today is Saturday. Okay, I'll see you tomorrow then. Anyway, so. Got 2 weeks. It's oh Lord Jesus. You need. We'll get you some of that black salt. Oh, who does that? At 7 a.m. and you're chainsawing anything. Neighbors. Mine, I can hear talking. He has one of them voices you can hear from down the street. You just can't hear completely, it's not completely audible, so you don't know what he's saying, but you know he's talking. Like, Lord Jesus. I bet you can't keep secrets. I do. God, dog. He must work outside. He got that kind of voice. Because it's ridiculous. Who does that? Take a baseball at his kneecaps. Wait. I can't see it. We've gone 7,703 steps. How long I've been on? An hour and 44 minutes. I don't know what that is. I failed math. Because that's not 6 miles. It says, well, it could be. I don't know what that is. What is kilometers in miles? 6 kilometers. So that's probably not right. I didn't read the directions. I probably should have. I pushed buttons and it worked, and so I'm like, okay, let's hit it. But the KM is on every screen, so I don't think that's kilometers. It's something else. But I don't know. But we've gone 7,000 steps. But you should be able to walk if you're exercising. And that's not what we're doing. Um, I'm just strolling. You should be able to go 3 miles in 1 hour, right? Oh, no, not 1 hour. Yeah, 1 hour. 1 mile, no, 1 mile in 15 minutes or something like that. I forget. But it's like you should be able to go like 3 miles, 3.5 miles in 1 hour. It's been two. We've gone three. Y'all need to pick up the pace. 3.73 miles. Thank you very much. Well, that's a lot. That's enough. I ain't trying to be in no triathlon or nothing. I was just waiting for the sun to come up so I didn't get and I still lose the light, so I didn't get all the haziness. Am I going to the store today? No, I don't need anything from the store. I need to go to the crystal store is what I should do. Since I have a free day today. But I don't feel like it. We'll see. 2,000 steps in a mile. What's going on? Yeah, my snow is gone. There's a few little ice spots in the street, but it's like on the side of the street. Yeah, me and directions just ain't. It's too much going on. I get the general gist. Just go with it. Unless it's something I don't know what I'm doing. Like I have these light strips, these LED light strips that like change colors and things. And because I always wanted a background like Lynn Tarot has in hers, to where she's got all these things that make all these different colors. And I'm like, oh, I want some colors going on. So I got this LED light strips, that you can like adhere to different places in your house and all that type of thing. The temperature I think is about 30, well, say 40 degrees. It was 37 this morning. And so I get the strips and I looked it up and I read the questions. I did the research on this one, sort of. And it says from the company, yes, you can cut them. So I'm like, okay. You even look on the strips and it has a little scissors icon where you should cut. I'm like, okay, so I can cut here. And I cut and I adhered it to all the places I wanted it to be adhered to because it has a little sticky strip on it. I pushed the on button, one strip lit up. I'm like, well, what the heck? Why all the rest of them aren't lighting up? You can cut it, this is true, but you need a connector to connect one to the other. The common sense should have told me that, but It didn't. So I cut it up for no reason and now it doesn't work. So I said, okay, trial and error. No big deal. Throw it away, buy some more. So that's what I did. Now, mind you, you can just buy the connectors, but all connectors don't work with all LED strips apparently. So I said, just, I'm not going through the buying connectors, sending it back, buying this, sending, no, just start all the way over. Give me a kit that has connectors with it, and then we'll go from there. So there's that. But I'm not using them until later. Low 60s. I don't know what it's going to be here. I think it said the high of yesterday was 57 or whatever day that was. So that might be the high today too, somewhere around that too. Those birds. No. Yes, it is. It's 1,000 birds in that tree. But yeah, I think that's what it's supposed to be. 74. Oh, that's nice. 67 is nice too. It's nice now, well, to me, because I'm a crazy person. But the sun is out. It's shining. Very, very little clouds in the sky. You got the ice clouds. I think that's what cirrus clouds are, or ice. This business is from the airplanes. I wonder what that is. It's probably some secret military operation creating X's in this, because they're making X's in the sky for whatever reason. Yeah, it was 37 this morning. I was up before the sun. I was just waiting for it to come out, so we didn't get the foggy screen. Oh no, not a sinus infection. That is the worst. I tell you, you can sort of operate around anything below the neck hurting. You can operate around sore feet, sore knees, back. That head business, man, that just takes you out of it. It's like, now I can't do nothing, can't think. I mean, it's a bunch of X's. There's one there, there's one over there. And they're not clouds. Maybe that's where the aliens come down. Oh, there's a third one way out there. Yeah, one, two, three. They're making a grid. That's what it is. Oh Lord. He don't like his eyeballs. You cut anything with a power tool, you should have all kind of things over your face. When I was in, what was it, high school? High school. I wanted to take academic classes. I wanted to take like law. And now, mind you, I don't even know what this was, but it had the word law in it. It said street law. I don't know what that means, but that's what I wanted. I like law and laws and rules and stuff like that. So that's what I wanted. So that's what I put on my little piece of paper because they said, what kind of classes do you want to take as an electives? You know, the other stuff you're going to have to take, like the math and science and so forth. But what kind of electives do you want? I wanted law. Didn't get that. I got welding. Welding class is what you gave me. Welding. Oh, I want to be a lawyer. Hey, well, you should take welding. What the heck? Who's running this school? I want to go take a law class. Let's teach you how to saw stuff and then solder it together. Welding. They gave me welding. How to melt metal. That's what I get. Welding. Lord Jesus. And what did I learn? Nothing I use today. Now, mind you, one day, the knowledge from that class might come in handy, might not, but that's what I got. Oklahoma Public Schools was special. And not in a good way. They taught us Martin Luther King, Harriet Tubman, Sojourner Truth, and Rosa Parks. Anybody outside of that, you had to look it up on your own. Oklahoma history is what they called it. That was basically your Native American studies. But pretty much all you taught us was the Trail of Tears. So we sat in here 9 weeks to learn one thing. Way to go. That was our introduction into Native American history. Oklahoma history. You can't even call it Native American history. Okay. It's a wonder I know anything. I can't go to law school. Trump University is shut down. I hear it's very easy. I can go to Liberty University. I think all you have to read is the Bible and you can be a lawyer. I read most of it. Like 2 or 3 pages. I read the important parts. Oh, the little berries are coming back. Why pay a lawyer when you don't have to? You can start by not breaking the law. I heard that helps. So I've been told. Throughout my years of not breaking the law. I got like 6 questions on that child for tomorrow. I have to watch the end of Becca's stream. My screen went black and then did the looping circle forever. Restarted the phone and still nothing. I'm like, okay, so I'll just try later. Because I was uploading on one computer and had the other computer. So it just, maybe that's what it was. I was using too much bandwidth and all that stuff. Because her stream was fine. It was my phone. Because my phone wouldn't open anybody's video either. So I was testing to see if it was me or if it was hers. It was mine. So I had to watch. Because I got like 3 questions just from her tableau. But anyway, enough about him. Now I got, you know what though? I do need to go to the store. I don't know what I'm going to eat today. What sounds good? Oh, I cooked the other day. And so, now I'll tell you what I made. Okay. So I took like bacon and I took it and ripped it up into little bitty pieces. And then I fried it in the skillet. I usually do bacon in the oven, but I did it in the skillet on purpose because I wanted the bacon grease or bacon fat. And so I fried the bacon, right? And then I cut up tomatoes and onions like real fine. And then I sauteed them or fried them in the bacon fat. And then I took that, put it to the side. I put some lime juice in it too. And then I boiled rice and I took that mixture and then I mixed it in with the rice. And then I took that mixture and stuffed it in chicken breasts and then baked it. It was fantastic. And then I seasoned the chicken breast, I think, with, there's this meat lover seasoning I have that has like 4,000 different types of pepper in it. It's got like a black pepper, a red pepper, a white pepper, and some other stuff. And then smoked paprika. And then black pepper, just regular black pepper, I think. And then the rice, I seasoned it with garlic salt, well, black garlic salt, roasted black garlic salt, pardon me. And so that's what we had. It was fantastic. I actually liked it. So that's what, but now I still have that. So, I mean, I technically have something to eat. I don't want to eat it. I want something else. But I don't know what. Maybe we'll go have, I need a hamburger. That's what I need. Because I wanted one yesterday. Oh, it's a bird egg. Like, what is this? This is what that is. So I don't know what I'm going to have. But we'll see. What do I have in there? I don't have anything in there. I have ground beef, but I can't make hamburgers. If I try to cook a hamburger, they come out like hockey pucks. It's just little black hard disc. That's all it looks like. It is not something I can make. No matter what I do. I think there's just a combination of, first off, inexperience, because I have no idea how to make it. And then secondly, I think my fire is always too high, even though I cook on medium. I don't know. Maybe it's just not one of them things that I am meant to make. Support the economy. Go buy you one. That's what you're supposed to do. That's why you can't make it. Oh, waffle sounds good too. I ain't had a waffle in ages. I don't have a waffle maker though. And you say you have the little small, like miniature waffles. That sounds good too. We'll see. Oh, breakfast does sound good. I don't have any of the stuff though that you need to make it. I mean, literally nothing. No pancake mix. Syrup is almost gone. No sausage, no bacon, no egg, no bread for toast, no nothing. This is exactly why I should never ever have a child in my house. There is no food. Because we kind of eat by the day or every few days. It's like, well, what do I want today? Let me go get it, eat it for 2 days, and then, okay, what do I want for today? And then we just repeat the cycle. So I have to go find something. But waffles does sound good. But I don't have any of that either. You know what? I don't like the frozen ones. You know what though? I will say this too. I've never put the frozen ones in anything but a microwave. So maybe I should put it in the oven. I like stuff in the oven. Because the oven heats it up, microwave makes it rubbery. So maybe that's what I'll do. That sounds right. That sounds right. And the toaster, that's a good idea too. I have one of those too. Boy, that's a loud radio. Don't give me no copyright strike. Oh, had a flashback. So, give you the update. So, Monday, again, we have a live stream. No, not we. Adrian is doing a live stream on Monday where she's doing her part 2 of her ghost stories that she did. Tuesday, it will be me and Adrian, and I will see if Shay from Blissful Divination wants to join us. If not, it'll be me and Adrian for Tuesday, where we will do the remainder of our political reads that we have for Sunday. Because we always have a chunk of them left over. So I will do the remainder on Tuesday. All of these live streams are at 7 p.m. Eastern. So Tuesday, me, Adrian, will do political reads. Wednesday, it will be me, Adrian, Tony from Shining Hawk Healing, and Lauren Margulies. She will join us as well, and we will be doing manifestation readings to where we will approach how to receive and how to manifest things like joy, determination, how to get over loss, how to manifest and receive sobriety. But we will be taking it from a oracle and tarot perspective. So we will be doing that on Wednesday at 7 p.m. Thursday is still left open, but I plan to do something on Thursday, but like I said, that's still left open. Friday, Sienna, Tony from Shining Hawk Healing, and Adrian, we will all be doing energy reads, and we will be doing them on people, places, and things. And like I said, I think we'll do 5, 5, and 5, 5 from the present, 5 from the present, 5 from the past, and 5 for the future. And Saturday, I want to see if Miss and Joy's Tarot is available to do love readings for the 12 zodiac signs. And that'll be at 7 too if she's available for that. If not, Saturday will be open, and Thursday too. Yes, Wednesday at 7. All of the live streams will be at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And I will be doing one every day except for Thursday is not confirmed and Saturday is not confirmed. So Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. And I'm going to make a post today with that information in it, and then all of the channels that I will be doing live streams with, because I have to send out their emails and things to tell them exactly what we're doing, because I didn't have a huge plan for nothing for most of this. So, and then I will be going through, oh, that's what I can do Thursday. I will go through the post that you all left and try to pull in those questions and see who I can get to read with me on Thursday with those questions, because they were, and those questions are like all over the map, because that's kind of what I wanted. So we'll do sort of a hodgepodge potluck of questions on Thursday. And I think I'll just do that by myself if I don't have somebody to read with me on Thursday. I might do it because I haven't done one by myself in a while, so I might do that one. But Saturday, I want to see if I can get Miss and Joy to do that with me on Saturday. But there was one other one, or something else I wanted to do. We have to do the giveaway too on one of those days, because we're in the new month now, and I have the tarot deck already. I bought 3 the last time because I was buying one for March, April, and May, so I already have it. What else was I gonna say? Yeah, so once again, because I said that all at the same time. So Tuesday, I'll make a post and I'll tell you anyway, but Tuesday, me and Adrian, and then, well, thank you for joining me, Greeter. And then Wednesday, me, Tony, Adrian, and Lauren. And Lauren is an astrologer, so she'll pull in some astrology for us too. And she also has a tarot and an oracle deck too. So she's going to tie in some astrology into this too. So that'll be good. And then Friday, it'll be me, Tony, Adrian, and Sienna. And then Saturday, stop reconnecting. I want to see if I can get Miss and Joy. You blaming your tarot deck collection on me? I have 170 something, I think. Mind you, I bought one yesterday. It'll be here in 2 weeks or whatever. It's going to be here. Now, mind you, also, I have one coming today. It's from Australia. And actually, considering all the things that have been going on in Australia and with the post here, it arrived in a very expeditious manner. So it'll be here today. Me, have I ever worked with Sienna? Of course I have. Many a times. Um, am I covering the microphone? Because I'm sitting down this time. I have one coming from Australia. I have one that I bought yesterday. It looks like playing cards. Actually, it's designed to be a playing card deck. And so if you want to take out the majors, there are different colors. That way you can read with just the playing cards. Or you can play a playing card game with just the playing cards. I didn't say that right, but you can take the majors out. They're a different color. So there you go. That's what I meant to say. So yeah, that's our lineup for next week. And Thursday. I think I'm still going to try to, that's what I was going to say. So somebody told me about a reader. What's in my beard? Or is it on my phone? It looks like it's something right here on my face. There is, me too, Lily. There is a reader somebody was telling me to reach out to. She's ill at the moment. And so I think she said she had COVID related pneumonia. And so she is under the weather at the moment. So I reached out to Dana from You Ask Tarot to see if she wanted to. I didn't check my emails or nothing, but we'll see. What's the tip, Mickey? What time is it here? It's 10 o'clock. Oh, battery's going down. Yeah, I hope she gets better too. I watched some of her readings. She was very good. Um, so we'll see. Hopefully she's better or gets better. Speedy recovery. Oh, cold and the wind blowing. 38 degrees feels like 10 degrees when all that's going on. Yeah, that's a stay in the house moment, right? Wait, let me see if I can set this. Okay, take these gloves and things off. You know, it's one of the moments, and we had this on the last live stream too, where you shouldn't sit down because now I don't want to get back up. I still got to go home. I'm like, oh look, there's a bench over there. Let me go sit on it. It was a bad idea. Oh well. I should have brought some cards. We could do a reading out here, couldn't we? Her name is Tanya. Now somebody told me to check out Tea with Tanya, but it's not, Tea with Tanya is not the channel. That's just what she calls her live streams or her videos is Tea with Tanya. But her channel is Tanya something. I forget her last name, Jesus. Oh, well, anyway. It's Tanya something. You know, I should. I should get. Well, actually, I have a small deck. The White Sage Tarot is really small. You know, I do, because I remember me having this discussion with Becca was saying when I was getting on the airplane. She said, "You're not going to take your cards?" I'm like, not really. I don't plan on doing readings on the plane, but I took my Lenormand so I could try to learn them and things. Me and Lenormand is not friends. I know what the cards mean, but they don't make sense to me unless I read them one at a time. And so I'm like, okay, I put them back in the little box, put them in the in my little carry-on thing, and I stared out the window for the remainder of the time. And then I get to the airport and I talk to Jen the whole time because I was in a headspace. And she told me before you get on the plane that you're going to have to keep a lid on your emotions. And the moment I get on the plane and then I land, the lid popped off. And I'm like, wait a minute. She said, keep a lid on your emotions. It did come back to me, though, mind you. If you ever get a reading from Jen Lynn, she knows what she's talking about. So the moment I get to the airport, I'm like, you know what? Okay. She said, keep a lid on your emotions because as soon as I land, that sucker popped off. Because I get there and they tell me, well, y'all heard the story anyway, but they tell me that, you're now your 40-minute layover has turned into an hour and a half. I'm like, oh, we. Yes, Teresa, yes, that's her name. Stingley or Stingley. That's her name. That's who it is. I mean, he was there. Don't you do it. Happy place. Find your happy place. I had to proactively do that though. You have to work at keeping a lid on your emotion. It don't necessarily happen by itself just because you think you grounded. No, because when I was in the air, the grounded left. And I'm like, oh, you're changing my flight and you're changing my plane and you're changing the gate and you're changing the this. Like I did just change is fine if I know it's coming, but I'm sitting there and everything is changing around me and I have no control over it. And it was much. I didn't care for that at all. So that was special. Tallulah quit tarot or quit YouTube. We don't know what happened to her. She didn't tell none of us. Bye, greeter. You have a good Easter too. Cause see, my mind was just like, this is some of everybody's fault. So take it out on everybody. Find somebody first. I go to the counter and the woman she said what she was supposed to say, but to me, it sounded flippant. But again, I was taking it that way because I was already in that headspace. I get there and I'm like, because I haven't been on an airplane in 100 years, right? And she said, "Oh yeah, gates change all the time." That doesn't help me, Heffa. Like, I just, I'm like, what in the world happened? I was in the air and you changed my flight while I was in the air. What the hell? And then I get here. Oh yeah, they change it all the time. Okay, then who told me that? Like, it was special. It was special. If I was crazy, I'd have been arrested. Cause oh Lord, that was an adventure. That was, and that whole process though, when I look back on it, mind you, in the midst of it was a whole different thing. But looking back on it, it taught me to have some patience, number one. Number two, to breathe and then think. Don't react. Breathe in, breathe out. The what is it? In four, hold four, out four. So you breathe in 4 seconds, hold it 4 seconds, let it out 4 seconds. So that's the meditation for breathing. In four, hold four, out four. So it taught me, and then with the stuff, my belongings not being here and also being delayed, and then things being actually lost and all of, and then my screen being at somebody else's house, and all of that was basically my lesson for stop and think first. Because mind you, throughout this entire process, I ain't thinking nothing. I was just reacting. And my gate changing and my flight changing was not the end of the world. And yes, she was. Because mind you, she didn't say nothing wrong. I just wanted to take something out on somebody because the lid popped off. And then I sat down, I texted my brother, and he said, "Oh, good Lord, you got a long wait and this and this and this." He said, "But it's okay because they do it all the time." This, and I'm like, I don't want to hear they do it all the time. They do it all the time means nothing to me. This is horrible. This is this and this. I text Jen, and she was like, "Just find your happy place." And then rang in my head, "Lid on your emotion." I'm like, okay, you know what? This is the lesson. Because first off, you landed safely, which you knew you were, but you landed safely, so there's nothing to complain about. You don't have to pay for nothing extra. It's not like they're charging you more for a different ticket or something. You're still having a assigned seat, and you still get to be on the plane. You're going home one way or another. So whether you leave in 1 hour or 40 minutes, it's still fine. You ain't got nothing else to do. So I just don't like sitting in place. I don't like waiting on things. So that was just my agitation there. That's why I picked a shorter layover, because I don't like sitting there forever. But it was the way it was supposed to be. Everything that has happened the way it was supposed to happen. And I'm thankful for it because, like I said, it created some lessons that I needed to learn, and I'm glad I learned them because they are important about calming down. Because it's like, you poke at the Gemini mind and it starts racing everywhere. And then I create a bunch of scenarios, and that's also damaging because nothing good ever comes out of a created scenario. Because then you always go to the pessimistic side of it. Because, like when my screen was lost, and well, not really lost. Like when my screen was delivered to somebody else's house, the first thing that popped in my mind is, oh, somebody took my darn screen. And, oh, and I went all the way there. Meanwhile, it's sitting at a house down the street the whole time. I'm like, okay, that's the way it goes. Bye, JC. 8:30 to 9:30. Lord Jesus, I hate when they do that. Mine did that when I lived in Oklahoma. It was open from 10 to 12, but I mean, hell, that's the same thing pretty much. That's me. Everything's closed but Wendy's and or McDonald's. One of the ones that I don't want nothing from. That's the one that's always closed. I'm like, who wants this? Not me. Amazon, when Amazon send me a notification? Your package will arrive today. Okay, well, you make sure it does this time, you arse. That child, okay, now look here. So Amazon was supposed to mail some books to my brother, right? And the package never arrived on the day that he said he delivered it anyway. And it said it was supposed to be delivered between 1:45 and 3:45. So, thank you, Seacraft. I think that says craft. The the package did not arrive, and yet we got a notification at 6 o'clock, 2 hours outside of the window, saying it was delivered per instructions. There are no instructions. There's no leave at the door. There's no none of that stuff, which, I mean, where else would you leave it? We don't have drop boxes, and this is not an apartment building I live in, so it's not like you left it at the front desk or something. So, where did you leave the package? So, the next day, I could not get it. You had to wait 2 days before you can send in the notification or the request for refund or replacement. So I waited until Tuesday because that's how long I had to wait. And so Tuesday comes, I put in, this is, mind you, this is now at this point is 3 days later. So I put in the replacement request and they said, okay, it'll be sent out tomorrow. And then I text my brother, I said, they're going to mail your stuff out tomorrow. He said, oh, I got it last night. It was delivered at 7 something or Monday night. It was supposed to be there on Friday. I'm like, oh, God. Well, that's good, Cosmos. I'm glad. There's a reason for me doing it then. It's a nice day. I should have brought some cards. I'm gonna start carrying cards. That's what I have small ones. I have little small ones. And to think, there's a person out there with over 600 decks. Actually, more than that, probably. But the person, I seen it on Amazon. A person was typed in the comments on one deck I was looking at that they had over 600 decks in their collection, and they're glad they bought this one and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, wow. Here I am thinking I had a lot in 170. Where do you even put 600 decks of cards, though? I mean, as it stands, I need a different container. I don't really need a different because they still fit, but I want them to fit in something that the top completely closes. Well, see, we're all had a thank you, Jen. We all had a purpose for being here today. How many steps did I walk? Let's see. 7,809. 7,809 steps. What does this say? I burned 200 calories. Well, I'll fix that. Good old Cheetos will handle that one, won't they? 7,000 steps. Almost 8,000, but somebody decided to sit down and become lazy. We still got some battery life. It's 19%. It'd probably be more if I always, but I like my screen to be bright, so I turn the brightness up. Oh, there's the breeze. That's a light breeze. Those breezes I appreciate because they're not loud. That woodpecker been beating the crap out of that tree all morning too. I hope you find whatever bug is in there. Goodness. Hmm. I don't know where he is. They're so little to make so much noise. It's just still, nature itself just amazes me still, though. That there is a creature that proactively bangs their head on the tree. I mean, how, but you would think, okay, but how else is he going to get the bugs out of the tree other than, you know, doing that? But, and all the, do what the rest of the bugs do, get it out the ground and the places that are softer than the core of a tree. He's not the smart one. That's what they like, dude. All you got to do is get him off the ground. You ain't got to bang your head against the tree. I see. Lord, just drilling away. Oh well, every creature has a purpose, I guess. No other bird is doing this. He ain't looking around, be like, wait, you got something to eat and you ain't got to slam your head against the tree. Let me follow you. Oh, poor thing. Oh well, somebody's got to do it. It's the ecosystem. If he didn't eat them, somebody would have to. So there you go. It's even worse. Oh, do they really? There was a praying mantis that crawls up my window all the time, looking for spiders, I think. Hmm. He's looking for bugs. I hope you find it, because that's a lot of work to go through for nothing to end up with nothing. Nature is special. But then again, you look at people, humans, and you think, okay, you just took that out the oven. You cut it. Why are you going to put it in your mouth? The place that has very sensitive skin. You're going to put the hottest thing in your house right now in your mouth. That's humans. We do the same thing. So whether it's banging our head on a tree or sticking hot crap in our mouth, we do the same thing. Or me smelling candles I know I don't like. Like, oh, we got these new pine candles. Oh, let me smell it. You know you don't like no darn pine. No, well, I do readings on where to go and where to move to and all that type of stuff. But no, not really. It doesn't really influence the decision all that much. Humans do the just as worse. But see, at least the the woodpecker has a point to his madness. There is no point to their madness. Well, other than just being horrible. Now that's a hell of a noise. I told you when I came out here, um, I don't think I picked it at all because I wasn't doing the stream then. There was one that sounded like a text message. That's what the birds sound like. They sound like a text message going off. I don't know because it's just one of them things to where if somebody says something stinks, I smell it anyway. I know I don't like spruce and pine and Christmas tree and stuff like that, and yet I'm gonna smell it anyway just because I'm goofy and that's what humans do. I know I don't like it, and yet I'm gonna smell it anyway because I like smelling stuff. It's goofy, but I do it anyway. Good morning, Marie. I threw all my coffee away. I only had one, and it was almost gone anyway, so I didn't feel bad. At the Amazon Basics coffee, oh, battery low. I know battery's low. You ain't got to tell me. And don't turn down my screen either. Well, so it's between my brother wants to go to Florida or Texas. So it's more than likely one of them two places. Now, if we go to Texas, fine. If we go to Florida, I'm not staying in Florida. We'll go to Florida and I'll be there long enough to get out of Florida again. I hate Florida. It's not the same place though. That I will say. So I guess if we do go to Florida, we'll see what it's like once I get there. But yeah, I'm not staying in Florida. So it's between Florida and Texas. Yes, there was one yesterday, and that's what it sounded like. Well, sort of like an alarm. It was high pitched, repeated noise, but it sounded like a car alarm almost. But it was, or like a smoke detector or something. It sounded very unnatural for a bird. Oh God, Longhorn Hot Links. I love a Longhorn Hot Link. I have debated and debated and debated and debated on doing the foolish thing of ordering them from Amazon because it's $60 if you order it from Amazon and you only get one pack. But man, I'm like, oh my God, imagine what those would taste like in your beans. You make you a pot of beans and you put some Longhorns in there and then you make your Longhorn sandwich. Longhorn Hot Links are just irreplaceable. And they fill your whole house with the smoky smell like a mesquite. Oh, it's the greatest thing on earth. But I can wait. I can wait. Hey, I don't like Flo Rida either. I can wait. HEB is open in Dallas area. Oh, nice. Yeah, and I don't understand why it's got to be $60 and you get one pack. And the crazy thing is, I mean, people have bought it because there's comments under it, and I want to be one of them people to buy it, but I'm like, I'm not. No, no. And mind you, my sister lives in Oklahoma. They sell them in Oklahoma. We had her ship us some, but it was pretty much the same price because it cost us $100 and something to ship it because you got to buy dry ice and all that type of stuff. And I told them, I said, make sure you get the right kind of container and enough dry ice And it was like, no, it won't melt. And then when we got the box was as sweaty as it could possibly be. I'm like, see, there you go. Colorado, we have not, shrooms are legal. We have not, but we have gone over a couple times the possibility of Denver, Colorado. But I, I think my brother's traumatized by the snow that we had here. So we're probably not going anywhere like that. But if it's Florida, I'm going to move where I want to anyway. So I'm probably going to go to, Spirit told me Virginia Beach. I've never been to Virginia, in Virginia, around Virginia, but it said Virginia Beach. So we'll see. No, they're not the same as Longhorns. If you never had a Longhorn Hot Link, I pray for you. But no Hot Link in the store is comparable to Longhorn. None of them. There's an energy vortex. Oh. Spirit told me to go there. I did a reading and it said, yes, go there. So we'll see. Nothing is comparable to Longhorn Hot Link, though. It's not even close. I've had a bunch of the supermarket different kinds. I've had like the ones from the butcher and you go and mesquite it yourself and all these different. No, no. Move with gin. No, there's no comparing a Longhorn. They put crack cocaine in it or something. It's addictive and delicious. It's just. Oh, okay. Yeah, ooh, it's something else. It's something else. But it told me Virginia Beach. Maybe I'll be super psychic once I move there. I don't know. But it showed like different areas of my life progressing. I won't necessarily say prospering, even though that's what it looked like. I'll say progressing if I go there. And so we'll see. I know nothing about Virginia or Virginia Beach, but we shall see. Yeah, I think he's traumatized by the snow. He hated the snow here. Pretty to look at, but he had to leave the house every day. I don't have to leave every day. And then when I do, I walk. So, you know, it's not a big deal because the sidewalk is shoveled. The streets are a whole different thing. And he doesn't have a truck. He's got a sports car, or, it's smaller. It's low to the ground. And so he literally got stuck in a parking lot because the parking lot was not shoveled. And I'm sitting in the house, and he said, "Can you bring the shovel? The car is stuck in a parking lot." So I had to go and shovel them out the parking lot until the trucks came, at least. So that was his experience with the snow. Me, I loved it because, I'm crazy like that. I like the snow and the cold. We both like the cold, but the snow was a whole different thing. So we shall see what happens. I'll roll with the punches either way. I like change, easygoing, long as I see it coming, anyway. Which I do. Oh yeah, he's deathly allergic to cats. Cats like me. I just have a trust issue with cats sometimes because I can read a dog and I don't know how, but I can. But a cat, I can't. They do what they want to do. Answer the door. These people standing outside. I know it's cold. Yeah, they are. They're very rude too. I notice every reader that had a cat or has a cat, the cat always inevitably walks across their table. Like I'm in the middle of doing the reading, and here you go. You walk across the table, or you flop down on top of my cards. I'm like, dogs don't do this. Just cats think that they own the whole house. I can't. Yeah, there was. He wasn't a UPS store. He was like a all-purpose type store because he shipped out things to UPS, FedEx, UPS, whatever, or USPS. He had a cat in there, and this cat, the moment you walked in the door, ran up to you like did the whole thing. They run between your legs and like wrap their tail around you and that whole thing. Like he loved people, but he always did that to me. He didn't do that to everybody, but he definitely did that to me every single time I walked in there. The prettiest cat in the world too. Had like the honey colored fur and the honey colored eyes. It was the prettiest cat. I know when my brother took me up there one time, I said, "You stay in the car. There's a cat in there." He said, "Oh, definitely." And that's the first thing he did. He ran right up to me and tail swirling all around the leg and everything. Like, hey, welcome to the store. Yes, my it was a customer actually from one of the stores I worked in. She said, "We live in an expensive doghouse. We don't. This is not actually our house because we spend 60 hours a week at work, and the dogs live there, and so it's pretty much their house. And that's kind of what it is when you have pets. It's their house pretty much, especially if you have a cat, because they're on everything. They can jump on the counters, the sofas, the tables. They're everywhere. It's their house pretty much." Yeah, Lucy's a mama cat. She trains dogs, if y'all didn't know. Oh, now what is it? 9%. Okay. So let me do my announcements one more time, and then I'll let the phone die in peace. So Tuesday, well, starting Monday, Adrienne is doing a ghost stories on her channel. I don't know the time. I think it's 7, but check her channel. Tuesday, it will be me and Adrian doing our political reads leftover from Sunday. Um, shh, good Lord. He had to fly by when I'm trying to do my announcement. Lord, okay, I'm going to start over. Monday, Adrian is doing ghost stories on her channel. I believe at 7. Tuesday, it will be me and Adrian doing political reads leftover that we had on Sunday. Wednesday, it'll be me, Adrian, and Tony, and Lauren Margulies. We will be doing energy reads, and on Thursday, I will be doing the reads from the community post. On Friday, I will be doing a energy read again with Tony, Adrian, and Sienna. And then Saturday, I would try to get Miss and Joy to do love readings with me on Saturday. If that doesn't happen, then Saturday nothing happens because then I'll have a free day and then do nothing. So that's what the lineup is, and I'm gonna go and do my emails and other things. I don't have nothing to do today other than that. So, and then my community post to let you know once more and again what I got going on. So thank y'all for hanging out with me. I'll bring some cards next time. Repeat it, please. Monday on Adrian's channel, Tuesday on my channel, Wednesday on my channel, Thursday on my channel, Friday on my channel. 7 p.m., all of it. Be there for all of it. There you go. So all week next week, I will be doing a live stream at 7 p.m. There you go. So that's what I had to say. So I will see y'all Sunday for our regular live stream, or tomorrow for our regular live stream. And then I'll see y'all for the rest of the week starting on Tuesday for the other live streams. Y'all have a good day. Thank you for hanging out with me. Bye-bye.